Man, there's so much going on in the pop culture world. I wanted to rip through some of this stuff.
It's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah, I know you've been also digging deep in it. And a couple of these. Now, did you notice 2 days ago, and you're an Android person, so I don't know if this is the same for you, but X, a.k.a. old Twitter, changed out their app icon to be imperfect. And so now when you look at your iPhone, if you have the app on your home screen especially, it looks like you have a crack in your screen.
Why did they do that?
Did you notice it on yours?
I haven't noticed that. I have to grab my phone and see, but I'm just wondering why.
See the little line? There's like a line going through
Yes.
the X. And
Why?
I kept trying to scratch it off of my phone the last day, and then I slowly moved my screen and I saw that it was part of the icon. Well, whatever it is they're doing, it's working.
Is it some sort of a copyright issue? Who knows?
I don't know. It's very strange.
What do you mean it's working?
Well, because I keep looking at it.
Oh, you mean that's why, because you keep looking at it. That makes sense.
I mean, maybe for those of us that are OCD, I can't stop looking at it. Which,
whatever happened to the fight between Elon Musk and Zuckerberg?
Oh, that's supposedly off. Like, finally Zuckerberg was basically like, dude, I'm going to kick your ass. Quit toying around, because Elon kept changing. And then Elon wanted to have a practice fight in his backyard.
That's right. I remember that. And isn't Zuckerberg like proficient in jiu-jitsu, or however you say it?
I think he's jiu-jitsu. I think he's a black belt.
That's what I've heard.
But one last point. We need to learn a lesson from this. We need to make the 99X app have an imperfect little, so it looks like something's wrong with it, so you look at it all the time. Just saying.
Can you call the app department? Because there's not one.
Yeah, true. I'll get on that. This one is going to be kind of shocking. Amazon is considering a major change. They are going to test first delivering packages with no box.
Wait a second. What?
They're going to come straight up.
No.
Now, depending what your orders are, this is going to be content for people driving around door to door, and I think opening up theft way more. I mean, imagine some of the embarrassing things some people may order, but they are all about being green. And they said, quote, there's a significant need for our company to take the next step in innovation around packaging, end quote. The amount of boxes, they ship 608 million packages annually. That's about 1.6 million a day.
Do they really want to be green, or do they want to save money?
I think both. They're going to say green first. They're going to lead with that. But yeah, so.
But what if you order something that could get dinged? That doesn't make sense.
And the green, they're already doing good things, because I reship stuff in those boxes all the time. I don't know about you, but they're like the perfect box to stick whatever you need to stick in there and ship out. So they're going to, and that is going to start testing this year. Boxless delivery.
You know who's not going to be happy about that? My husband.
Oh, man.
Orders a lot of stuff from Amazon.
It's going to be very strange.
Didn't know about that one, Barnes. Thank you. More is coming out now about the Michael Oher situation from The Blind Side.
Ooh, what's the latest?
Well, they found some comments from Sean Toohey, the dad. Comments are resurfacing from, you know, that show Below Deck?
Yeah.
This is from 2017. The dad is saying, you know, the writer of the book, he and I went to school together since we were 5 years old. These are comments resurfacing now. So I get a call, Steven Spielberg, Harvey Weinstein. I had to give them the rights to use our name. And I said, hey, I'll give you the rights if I can read the script and approve it or unapprove it. So sure enough, 7 months later, we get an envelope in the mail. And they said the season 5 episode is titled Blindsided, featuring both Sean and Leanne on board the yacht. In the episode, Leanne and her friends are described as a challenge for the Below Deck crew.
Hold on, these people were on Below Deck?
Yeah.
What season?
It says the season 5 episode, 2017.
Man, I got to go back for that. I had no idea. What in the hell?
Yeah. Talking about how they got the rights, you know, to the movie. But I do have an update. The dad was just interviewed in the Daily Memphian, saying the family is devastated by Oher's claims, calling them insulting. It's upsetting to think we would make money off of any of our children, but we're going to love Michael at 37 just like we loved him at 16. And of course, things are getting messy.
Wow.
On both sides. And I don't know if you heard this or not, between the Tuohys and Orr, their attorney claimed that Orr, prior to filing this petition, allegedly threatened the family that if they didn't fork over an 8-figure check, he would plant a negative story about them in the press. So this is not over, Barnes.
It's very obvious what's happening. He's promoting books, but why is he doing it at this expense?
And somebody said the notion that a couple worth hundreds of millions of dollars would, connive to withhold a few $1,000s in profit is a little weird.
Doesn't add up.
So more to this story. I will keep you posted.
Does not add up.
It's really sad, too, by the way.
Another iPhone thing, not related to the X, and I know you're not an iPhoner, but this will affect your husband, and I know how he does not like change.
No, he doesn't.
But this one's got me kind of rolling also. This is a small but significant change coming in iOS 17, and this is a first ever with the iPhone. They are taking the end call button, which is center and red, when you're on a call in the middle of the screen.
Yes.
They're moving it over to the far right.
Is there a reason?
I don't know why, if it's just a design thing, but the hang up button is going to be kind of like FaceTime now. But for me, I have a big thumb. I guess if you have anything over than a below average thumb, you're going to be dropping your phone. I hold it in my right hand. So trying to shut it, it's going to give you, you're going to hurt your thumb trying to do that.
Oh, did they even try to test this before changing it?
Apple? Are you kidding? They're just going to do what they want to do.
I would imagine, because, most people would test it okay, let's see what effect this has.
Well, iOS 17 is already rolling out in test phases, so all the beta stuff. So this, pretty soon you're going to notice the end call button's going to move over to the right.
It's always tough when artists have to cancel a show at the last minute. You see these and fans are, they're coming in from out of town. They're spending money on hotel rooms. Well, this just happened with Lionel Richie. He had to cancel a show at the last minute in New York with Earth, Wind & Fire at the Garden because of bad weather. He said, I had two no's to come to me at the same time, and when those two decided it's a no, when God says no, and when the pilot says no, I tried to bribe the pilot, and the pilot was like, I want to see my wife tomorrow, because the weather was bad. So he had to cancel this show. People were not happy, but then he rescheduled.
Weren't people dissing him online, though, saying that they checked the weather and that it wasn't that bad?
Well, he's claiming he tried to bribe the pilot, and the pilot was like, no, I want to see my family.
Can you imagine, dude, with the pilot, Lionel? Hello?
But I would have to say that Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind & Fire, what a great show that would be.
Maybe he was just having a cocktail too many that night. I don't know. Ending on one that has had a long run. A once beloved acronym is apparently over, and if you want to stay hip, you're going to stop using it, and that is LOL, Fram.
People are still using it.
RIP LOL.
Well, who deemed that? I want to know who officially said it's over.
I don't know how it became a thing. Because it's a movement. It's a movement all in, probably in the teen area where it starts. Of course, LOL, laughing out loud, of course. So the new one that's replacing it, that is all hot right now, even the New York Times using it, is IJBOL. It doesn't sound as good.
I don't think so. And can I ask you a question?
No, I want you to tell me what it means.
Oh, say it again.
IJBOL.
Okay.
What is it?
I just something.
Very good. And it's Idjbol is what you say if you're saying it instead of
Idjbol.
LOL. Idjbol. Do you know what I just?
No, what is it?
It's not too far from LOL, so come on. Just replace one of the letters, and I think you're going to be almost there.
Ball out loud?
That's for the queen.
I'm asking you.
I need you to work through this problem.
Okay.
I just blank out loud. It's not out loud, though. The loud
burst?
Yeah, I just burst out laughing.
But this is too loud. I'm sorry. It's too long. I'm sorry.
Yeah, laughing out loud. You keep the laughing from it, but it's now I just burst out laughing. I don't like it.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Going back to X. You still have to, when you want to look at it online, have to go to twitter.com. So he hasn't really changed anything.
Well, and he owns X.com too, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie. 99X.